guys, I'm Heather, and guess what? Today on La Casita Jardin, we are back in the kitchen with the fire cider. If you haven't seen this video, I'll go on ahead and put a link to the first part where we were putting it all together in the jar. But today, we are going to press out our fire cider, which basically just means we are going to dump everything in here into a colander that is sitting on top of a bowl, and it kind of looks a little bit funky and like that, but it's practical and it works, so that we can push out any residual goodness that might be in any of these individual items and get it into the bowl and then re-jar it with some honey. Yeah. So let's go on ahead and flip you around, get you into position so that you can see how this part of fire cider making is done. All right, let's go. Okay guys, so we have our colander on top of our bowl, and I went on ahead and I kind of picked a taller cone-ish shaped bowl just so that it was going to be easier to drain and I'll have a little bit more depth to work with liquid wise. But this is the easy part. All we're going to do, come on, there it goes. Dump all our ingredients in there like so. Beautiful. Okay, so that is going to strain, and we are just going to encourage the process with some squishy so that we're getting all of that in there as well. Now I'm not pushing the fruit or anything enough to juice it. If you happen to have a freeze dryer, you can actually put all of this on a tray, pop it into your freeze dryer, and put it in there for, I believe it was about 8 hours is what I saw when I Googled it, and pull it out, make sure everything is completely dried, obviously, and then you could powder it and put it into capsules, which sounds like a amazing way to take fire cider, especially if you're somebody who can't stand the really hot stuff or the really tangy stuff. That would be absolutely perfect. All right, so we're going to set that aside. And I've got some local raw honey here. And we're going to go on ahead and put a healthy dose in, especially for when we are sick. That is when we primarily use this, and it just seems to help us bounce back a little bit quicker. A lot of herbalists will use this as a preventive as well. Oh, and obviously I put this in a clean jar, probably goes without saying, but now the other good thing about this bowl in particular, which we got from Old Dog Pottery, you can find them on Etsy, it's got a spout. So it's going to make pouring a bit easier, not to mention it's got a thumb hook, which means less hand straining. Then I have a strainer here for any of the herbs that got through the colander. And you can see it's caught them there, right? Okay. There's that. We're going to take a long spoon here. I'm not sure my wooden spoon will fit through the mouth of the jar or not. Start getting that incorporated. And you can make this as sweet or not as you prefer. If you want less sweetness, adjust it for your level, okay? I probably put in a good 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup. We're gonna put the lid on here. and we're going to shake. We're just trying to get, you see all that honey down there? We're just going to do this to try and get as much of that honey incorporated into the vinegar and juice where all of the medicinal benefits are. And there's medicinal benefits to raw honey as well. It's got a healthy pre and probiotic base. It's also very good as an expectorant, very good to help, obviously, soothe throats. That's what the majority of people know honey for. But it is also a good antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial agent. Okay, so the only thing left to do is to take a legitimate shot of it and tell you what I think. It's pungent. I'm not going to lie to you. The smell is very, very pungent. However, I know that when I'm sick, this is definitely going to help my throat for sure. And it will help ease the symptoms as well. Definitely a lot better than taking cough syrup that you don't know half the ingredients in. All right, so let's do this. $5 says my nose will start running at some point. I changed my mind. My eyes are watering. All right. I did say it was pungent, but guys, I'm going to be frank with you. It's medicine. Okay? Medicine is not supposed to taste good. It doesn't taste bad, but it's definitely got a very astringent quality, and that's going to be because of the apple cider vinegar, which also has a bunch of pre and probiotics that are very good for your gut, and it helps to reduce your viral load in the middle of, obviously, illness. So it is exactly what it is supposed to be. Now, I got the sweetness level just where I like it. It's not real spicy. This one is not real spicy, but I did not incorporate horseradish. So if you are using horseradish and horseradish is safe for you or your family, you may want to add more honey in. If you are leaving that ingredient out, then don't worry about it. I would say the half to close to 3/4 cup mark will be a good sweetness level for most people. But just know, when you take this, think of it as old-timey medicine, which is not made to taste good. It is made to help you get well. Although, I will say that I bet I could turn this into a very good chicken wing marinade. Ooh, it would be really good on pork too. Just now thought of that. Anyway, I digress. It is exactly as it should be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to store it in a cabinet that is dark, and obviously there's no direct light getting to it, just so that it'll keep longer. And then it will be there for when we need it, should any illness strike. Okay guys, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, go on ahead and pop them down below. But as always, keep it simple, natural, and essential. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.